Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. Tonight we are having a seafood boil. It's Saturday Night Live, baby. Let's do this. Here's everything we're gonna need to start. We have Jonah crab claws, colossal shrimp, colossal king crab. We got a little celery, corn, potatoes, lemon, onion, butter, sausage, cayenne, Zatarain, a little ginger, some hot chili oil, fresh cracked pepper, cornstarch, Old Bay, some bouillon cubes, garlic, of course, Dina's Eatery seasoning blend. We also have a little dill, and that there. Take your time and clean your seafood real good. I'm using this little brush here. Get all that white stuff and any other stuff you may see. Oh yeah. Some of that is just the crab. I'm gonna get as much as I can off. You could use a toothbrush if you don't have a cute little brush like this one. You're gonna do the same with the crab. It's like this little white stuff. I don't like the little white stuff, so we're gonna get that off. And my brush is just perfect. It's firm enough to clean them up, but delicate enough not to ruin your crab meat. I can't wait to dig into this. Boil your eggs for 8 minutes. Now we're gonna chop up our clean veggies. No particular shape, form, or fashion. I did 3 stalks of celery. I love the flavor that celery adds to it. Slice up that lemon. I find that when I slice it that way, I get more of the lemon flavor. So, I slice them up. And you can also do oranges. And I'm using 2 onions. And yes, I intentionally waited to cut the onion last. Because it will burn your eyes. And I don't have time for that tonight. So now we're gonna get started on our water. We got a large pot with already boiling water. We're gonna add 6 bouillon cubes, our bag of oil. I'd say about half a bottle of the small bottle of liquid crab oil. Throw your lemons in there. Add your celery. Onions. And I like to add some orange juice. The orange juice is optional, but it really gives it a good flavor. We're gonna let that come to a boil. So first we're gonna add our potatoes. And we're gonna add our corn. Now, if you had bigger potatoes, I would add those first and let them boil about 10 minutes before I added my other sides. But since those are smaller, they won't take nearly as long to cook. Get all that in there. We're gonna let that boil, I'm gonna say about 20 minutes. But while that boils, we're gonna work on our sauce. We're gonna start by melting 4 sticks of butter. Okay, add about half of that jar of garlic to the melting butter. And if you're a real garlic lover, you can add the whole jar. Next, we're gonna add some ginger, but not too much. That ginger is gonna add a little spice and a real good flavor, but if you put too much of it, not so good. We're gonna add about a tablespoon of hot chili oil. About a tablespoon of cayenne. But that's gonna bring your heat. So you really add that to your liking. I'm gonna say we're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of Old Bay. Some dill. And I'd say about 2 tablespoons of dill. Of course, you're gonna need some of that Dina's Eatery seasoning blend. I'd say about 2 tablespoons. A little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. Butter is melted, so I'm gonna turn that fire down. It's on medium to high now. I'm gonna turn it down to low. Well, I'd say medium low. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch diluted in water just to thicken that sauce up a little bit for us. And just a little bit of orange juice. Add just some fresh squeezed lemon juice. I'm only gonna do 1 lemon. Gonna mix that all together real good and just let it simmer. Actually, I'm gonna leave it on warm while we boil our seafood. So now we can take our sides out the water because we're gonna use that same water to boil our crabs. I'm just gonna fish out. Before you add your crab, add about half a cup of crab oil. And now it's time to add our colossal king crabs. Work that in there. Well. And we're gonna let that boil like that for about, I'll say about 10 minutes because our crabs are already thawed. Now if you were doing frozen crabs, I would say more like 15 to 18 minutes. Okay, now our crabs are ready to come out. Those are gonna be good and juicy. Mm-hmm. And now we're gonna add our crab claws. And leave those for maybe about 10 minutes. Be mindful that the crabs are already cooked. You're really just warming them up and letting them soak up some of that good flavor. Those crab claws are ready to come out. And last, we're gonna drop our shrimp in there. And let those boil about 10 minutes, no more than 12. I just dropped my shrimp in that hot water. And I went on ahead and turned the fire off. And just let those shrimp cook through nice and slow. That way they won't get too tough on me. Okay. And now our shrimp are done. You can kind of tell the way that shrimp is kind of pulling away from the skin. Perfect. And now we're gonna pour our hearty, delicious garlic butter sauce all over that seafood, guys. Baby, I can't wait to dig in. Also, to purchase our Dina's Eatery seasoning blend, go to www.dinaseatery.com. Thanks for watching till the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It means so much to us, guys. Have a good one.